Yeah, we're going to start with that casualty because we haven't really been able to touch on it. So the Tennessee Titans fired Brian Callahan. That is their fourth firing in the past 34 months there in Tennessee. So two-parter here with that. Was it the right move? Why didn't they just fire him in the offseason for that one? And then the other part of it, rookie quarterback. What happens with Cam Ward?
All right. Now, I have
do you want to unpack there? No, go ahead.
Do you want the theory?
Yeah.
Here's my theory. They didn't want Mike Vrabel to dry hump them to sleep this week. The man that they got rid of, who got the hell out of there, is going to come to town and hit that team with a bus. So they proactively got rid of Callahan. Two, look.
I still think he's going to hit him with a bus, though.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the reason they fired Callahan.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Now I get it. Yes.
So look, the other issue is this. They have a new GM. They got a new team president. They're going to get an offensive mind in there because it will be all hands on deck to support Cam Ward. They have too much invested. I think what you'll see now, they're going to trade everybody. They're going to trade Arden Key. Hell, they may field offers for Jeffrey Simmons. They're going to trade everybody they can, as much draft capital as they can. It will be all in this offseason. Whoever the hottest offensive mind is, that's going to be Tennessee's coach.
You really think so? Because I just think Tennessee doesn't know what they're doing, Mike. There's just certain teams that just can't get out their own way. All right, it's like Cleveland in their quarterback situation. Like, you know what? Let's just try this guy. No, let's try this guy. Let's try this guy.
Bottom line, they're opening a new stadium in 2027. They have got to have excitement when they open that building.
So you just have a fire sale and hit the reset button. You have a quarterback.
And it's already one of the worst rosters in the league. So, yeah, ain't nowhere to go but up. David, go ahead.
Let's get to the next one here, and it could be the next head coach gone. Mike McDaniel, let's talk about him for a second. Does he last? They have the Browns this week, but you have a lot of noise coming out of Miami because
Let me just stop you right there, David. No, he won't.
Okay.
He won't. I'm sorry. You put a lot of time and effort in this. When you're a quarterback, okay, first of all, I'm not a big fan of the players-only meeting. But then when your quarterback gets up to the podium and says, well, people showed up to the players-only meeting late.
Or not at all.
And they didn't show up at all. If I'm like, what? What is going on here? Because now you've opened up the door.
And he said it starts with leadership.
My next question is, well, who didn't show up? Who was late? Who was like? You're not even on the same page to try to get back on the same page. So this is not going to work. No. This is dead man walking. It's just a matter of time. Every day McDonald goes up to the facilities with his key card apprehensively up to the little thing to see if he sees green light or red light. Oh, it's green light today. I still have a job.
It's everything Rico said. And again, how Chris Greer still has a job? Oh, wait. The Flores lawsuit. And Greer might know where the bodies are buried, so they can't fire him, so he unearths everything. Sounds like a real healthy work environment. 5 stars.
So I'm sorry to cut you off, David. But
No, do it more.
That's what I wanted to focus on anyway. You hit it right on there with Tua speaking after the game. Let's get to the Commanders. They lose to the Bears on Monday Night Football. They are 3-3. They're going to miss the playoffs, aren't they?
I think so. I told you I hated them before the season. And by the way, Bears are 1 win away from – are the Bears good, question mark?
No, I don't think the Bears are. Okay, because Mike, here, unless
a road win at Washington doesn't get a little bit of your attention with a comeback from Caleb Williams in a pouring rain?
Unless it's script writing, because basically, no, the Commanders were all set up to win the thing, and then the fumble with the quarterback running back.
It's a bad exchange because numbnuts, Jaden Daniels decided he was going to spike the football off the guy's sternum. It's a pouring rain.
No, I still think that they're in there, Mike, because if you look at it, you got a couple teams sitting there with 1 or 2 losses, and then there's everybody else sitting there with like 3 losses or more. So I'm not ready to write off the Commanders just yet.
Okay. I am. To hell with them.
But your Giants are right there.
Definitely not. At Denver, at Philly, no.
This is Scatterboo.
Okay, we need to do a prop bet casino. Cam Scatterboo's career will last under 3.5 years. The way he plays, I don't know if he'll be in this league next week.
He is the next touchdown Tommy Vardell.
Yeah, it's a concussion waiting to happen is what he is.
He's insane.
Yeah. So the Cincinnati Bengals host the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday Night Football tomorrow. 8:15 on Prime Video. My question for you is...
Nope.
Are you watching it?
Nope. No.
I got an early wake-up Friday for a trip with my dad. So my answer, no.
That is not the question.
No.
The question is, there will be 10 days before their next game after that. Will this Thursday be the final game in a Bengal uniform for Trey Hendrickson?
No. I think they are committed to insanity. They in their mind are all in on this season, and they're not dealing him. I just, not that it's the right thing, it's the Bengal thing.
And because of what Mike said earlier, I think that the Titans are going to be in sell mode, so you may be able to get some players a little bit younger for less hefty. It's not as hefty of a price.
Yeah.
So
if the Bengals were smart, they would. And I'd also unload T. Higgins. I would trade because, again, get a great pick, support Joe Burrow with cap space, and draft picks. You got to fix that O-line. And Hendrickson ain't going to be there next year. But they're the Bengals. They're going to do everything wrong. So, no, they're not going to trade him.
He'll be there.
Trail at 14 sacks on a 4-win team.
Well, we've been playing the Eli's drop. Well, can you tell the NFL to stop lying that they care about player safety?
Oh, dear.
How in the world can they allow the teams to play on that field in Pittsburgh this past Sunday?
The same way they let them play in Brazil.
Pathetic.
The same way they let them take the field in MetLife every week with that awful turf that's been known to be the worst surface in the league for a decade. David, they don't care. They don't. They don't care about the military. They don't care about cancer research. They don't care about nothing. They care about private equity, money, and covering up every scandal they can. That's what they care about. So no, they don't care. They could, honestly, if the Steelers decided we're playing on broken glass this week,
they would allow it.
They would allow it.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Here, you want to use this? Because you're
No,
nailing it.
there you go.
You go ahead.
I don't care.
David, what did he say?
It's like ridiculous. What are we doing here, man?
I mean, no, they don't care. If they really cared, they would put more effort into really protecting the players instead of let's move back the extra points because all the concussions that happen off of extra points.
If they cared, they wouldn't draft players who punch women in the face, Jeffrey Simmons, or drop kick their pregnant girlfriend, Tyreek Hill. They don't care.
So let's close it out with this, because could this be the week that the Eagles finally get their offense back? Yes, they face the Vikings next. The Vikings have one of the best defenses, but they do allow 132 rushing yards per game. So if you get Saquon back in this game, maybe they get their offense back.
Here's your problem. They ranked 29th in the league in yards before contact.
You're right.
Last year, they'd physically move the line of scrimmage. Saquon wouldn't get hit for 3 yards. Now, he's getting hit when he touches the ball. It's almost like he's back with the Giants.
No, and you know what? It's almost like they're just setting up to do the tush push and just instead of going for big plays, they're just trying to get 9.5 yards.
Here's the other problem. They only use play action about 18% of the time. That ranks almost dead last in football. Might be 30th or 31st. The reason I say it is they have got to get Jalen Hurts throwing it 20 to 24 times, not 30 to 34. And setting up the play action is what allows the Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown vertical shots. Rico, I've been saying it they can't run the ball. They're about 3.5 yards a carry.
Oh, yeah.
And I know they missed Mekhi Becton, who left for the Chargers. Lane Johnson's been banged up. If the O-line doesn't get better, their offense doesn't get better. Full stop. Oh, and they have a new offensive coordinator, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, he sucks.
No, my point is, why do you think we were scared about the Lions coordinators?
I don't know why.
Because it's actually a thing. But the Lions have a voodoo, and they outran the speeding train.
You were a hater.
No, I'm a realist. Data.
With you.
That is in football.
Oh, come on. That's it?
That's it.
Unbelievable.
That's in football today.
So much more to discuss. All right.